Check the mic and make sure it sound right.
Hi, I'm DKWILL, and this is DK. We'll talk about it.
Y'all better watch out now. I got my internet connection issues addressed. It's been a bit of a problem for me from the fire. I was using hotspots and going to coffee shops and doing what I had to do to hook up to the internet because of the house fire. I mean, the house has been stripped down basically to the studs. But in the meantime and in between time, I've been moving like a snail in a Formula One race with my hotspot. Finally, I had to get a technician over here to actually get my Wi-Fi up and running, but here we are, baby, and I'm glad to be here. Let's talk about Morgan Stanley. Talking about XRP, meaning Morgan Stanley is talking about XRP and XRP's $1 trillion flood to shake SWIFT. Well, you already know if you've been with DK, we'll talk about it. We've already talked about SWIFT. We've been on SWIFT for a while now, but now everybody else wants to talk about SWIFT, and that's okay. That's okay because see, Brad Garlinghouse and Ripple was talking about SWIFT from their inception. The Wall Street will see Ripple's XRP as perfectly fit to capture at least $1 trillion in the cross-border market. Now, we know 1% was $1.5 trillion. We know that Brad Garlinghouse said 14%. And what we really know is that they're going for all the money and they're making all the right moves to do so. And as my previous video brought out, it's not a trial anymore. It's not a possibility anymore. It is confirmed that XRP will be moving cross-border payments through SWIFT. Morgan Stanley has recently acknowledged that Ripple might be the leading alternative for SWIFT. Now that's a whole nother term right there, folks. It says leading alternative for SWIFT. And like I mentioned before, that's the reason SWIFT needs to get on board and play the game, because XRP can really just move them out of the way. But since they have an infrastructure built, it can be integrated and save a lot of time, a lot of money, and a lot of war by just working together. It says emphasizing the crave for quicker transactions, particularly in the cross-border section. A passage from the Manhattan-based Financial Enterprises Review has caught the eye of market watchers, specifically volume 36. Well, I don't know if we're going to find volume 36. The video has started. We'll see where it goes from here.
And if you like the content I'm providing, please make sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications, and then come back for more DK Will Talk About It.
But Morgan Stanley, XRP, got what it takes for SWIFT. In this passage, Ripple's XRP ledger technology was renowned for capabilities to potentially reduce processing costs by 60%. I say by more than that. Moreover, Morgan Stanley's report claims XRP's ledger's design can free up bank capital, which we've said, and it absolutely will free up the Nostro Vostro accounts, which are phenomenal in size. There's a video about that. You got to go way back on my channel to get it. I'll try to find the card. It's not necessarily needing to have pre-funded fiat accounts. Those are the Nostro Vostos. If XRP is truly adopted as the default bridge currency, that's the release of liquidity, baby, right there. But what's important to me is Morgan Stanley's talking about it. Did you know that Morgan Stanley ranked number 61 in the Fortune 500 of the largest U.S. corporations by total revenue? And in the same year, ranked number 30 in Forbes Global 2000? Did you know that? Did you know that they have offices in 42 countries with more than 80,000 employees, and the firm's clients include corporations, governments, institutions, and individuals? They are an American multinational investment bank and financial services company headquartered in Manhattan, New York City. Now, we've all heard of Morgan Stanley, but now you've heard just a little bit more. Moving on, Ripple Van Winkle posted on X, and I feel the same way M.A. Williams commented on Ripple Van Winkle's post, that companies like Morgan Stanley talking about XRP gives me the chills. I'll just say, let's finally go. Let's go down here. As to what liquidity influx that will build on XRP's chain, Ripple XRP's chain, the opinions vary. To illustrate, Morgan Stanley's experts are projecting a $1 trillion market liquidity addition in case of a successful Ripple-based exchange-traded fund launched this year. Will this be enough for XRP Ledger to overturn the old guard? Well, let's slow down for a minute. The old guard has 150 trillion moving every year. Excuse me. So let's not talk about that right now. That's a little premature, but it can come in very quickly. And it says here that they're projecting $1 trillion market liquidity addition with the successful Ripple-based ETF launch. That's not even talking about the Swift launch. Let's talk about the Swift launch. On top of that, Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse is even more optimistic, forecasting that Ripple will capture 14% of Swift's gigantic $155 trillion annualized transaction volume. It went up from 150. As most of the 11 XRP ETF pitches are due for a decision in late October 2025. People, you heard it here first. When did you hear it? Way back in January and February. You heard DKWILL telling you about that. While everyone was playing games about is it going to happen in August and is it going to happen here and there, we already knew. Kick back, get your umbrella drink. It's happening in October. Bloomberg's analysts had projected a 95% chance of approval. 100%. 100% is the truth. All this is a bunch of talk for those who aren't paying attention and don't really know what they're paying attention to. I'm not saying I always do, but I will say I usually do. And if I don't, I start studying and I learn. On the other hand, even the $1 trillion flood forecasted by Morgan Stanley still encircles 25% of overall crypto global market cap. On Swift's side, the LG financial conglomerate confessed to testing blockchain tech on their rails in Q4 of 2025, including Ripple XRP and Hedera HBAR. We've already covered that. It's not testing it anymore. My last video, yesterday's video, I think, made it quite clear it's confirmed. So these are all not speculation, the way it's coming off. We also covered the Swift CEO's jab at Ripple. There's no need to talk about that anymore. And there's no need to make this video any longer than it has to be. Here's what matters. Morgan Stanley's paying attention. Don't think for 1 minute that BlackRock is not paying attention. They're, like I mentioned in one of the videos recently, maybe the second one before, they're going to be at Swell. Their crypto guy is going to be at Swell, Ripple's Swell. There's a lot of things going on, and I have videos that will give you hints about it if you check out my videos. There's plenty of them there, but some of them are hinting at what's already happening, folks. And a lot of things are happening. So now Morgan Stanley's talking about XRP's $1 trillion TRUD to shake Swift. Yes, they're targeting Swift, but they're going to negotiate. They're going to collaborate. They're going to make it work. It's not going to be a hostile takeover, but it is going to be a technology takeover. And Swift better start rubbing elbows with the ones with the technology. Guess who that is? Ripple. So that's all I'm going to cover. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you like. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you share. I appreciate the great influx of subscribers. Hello, I welcome every public subscriber in the community section. So if you haven't seen your name there, go look and find it. If you're not public, I can't welcome you because I don't know who you are. But I think all 890 some, I think 93 we're at now. Let's make it to 1,000 people. I'm DKWILL. This is DKWILL Talk About It, and I've talked about it. Have a wonderful day.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right.